This is Marie Etienne. Welcome to Marie's Kitchen. Today I'm going to prepare one of my specialties. It is a very strengthening soup. This soup contains a number of ingredients. For example, we will have things that you overlook at the market, such as lamb shanks. We're going to have cow heel. We're going to have some turkey breast, some turkey necks, and basically it for today. I'm not going to do the cow skin or anything like that today because that is a bit too thick and you don't need to use too much of it at a time. Now, the first rule, as many of you may know, in cooking is one of cleanliness. It means, therefore, before I start, I clean and sanitize the surfaces, I sanitize all the utensils, and then the next step then would be your own preparation, such as making sure that your hair is covered, and if you have one of these, then you will want to make good use of it. And I will now start by working on the meat, and you get a chance to see a little bit of how to prepare this entire soup that I'm about to introduce you to, so that if you are anemic, if you have health problems, if you have other problems, then you can always resort to food for good nutrition. The good thing is that it is not very expensive. At the market in Bridgetown, both the one in Probin Street as well as down by the post office, you can get a number of goods at very reasonable prices per pound. Okay, most things are sold per pound and it's very reasonable. So I will now start with some turkey meat, and you will see what I do in terms of the seasoning of it. Now naturally I want to do all of my meat all at once because best practices would indicate that you do not put meat in the fridge after it has, you don't put it in the freezer after it has been thawed out. So once the meat is already soft, what you want to do is to season all of your meat and then freeze it for later use. So I'm going to start with this, and I prefer to use limes. You can find nice green limes, some juicy limes, and you will cut and squeeze and use the juice for preparing this. Other people may use apple cider vinegar, plain vinegar, lemon, whatever you have available to you. But for me, for today, I'm going to use green limes, and that works quite well for me. Now the habit for me is that I wash everything. I would wash and then cut. The reason I cut the lime first is because after the lime has touched the meat, I really don't want the knife in the lime after it has cut the meat. Therefore, I cut the lime first. Now, if you come across limes that are fairly stiff and you find that you cannot squeeze it enough for your strength, what you can do, you can cut it in 4 pieces so that it enables you then to get some of the juice out of it.